And we're here at Motorcyclelive 2014 with Rider Liaison, Johnny Barton. Johnny, we saw on the ITV4 show a bit about what your job entails. Give us some sort of idea of what the timescale is with new riders coming to the Isle of Man.
Well, it's an ongoing thing, and it starts at any point throughout the year. But this is the kind of time we're looking towards next year about riders that are looking to do the TT. So we're speaking to them now, and in fact we've got, in the next couple of weekends, we've got the first recruits coming over to the island for the weekend, whereas me and Milky just show them around all weekend and then send them away with their DVDs and onboard stuff. And then we'll get them back again sort of early on in the new year, and hopefully another 2 or 3 times before the actual event.
What sort of things are the biggest hurdles, do you think, for new riders to get over when they may be used to short circuit racing? Obviously we had Danny Webb, he's used to GPs, etc. What are the biggest hurdles, do you think, for new riders to overcome?
The main 2 real things with the TT course is, one, the bumps. They can't believe how bumpy it is. And secondly, it's how you're travelling at high speeds for such long times. Yeah, at short circuits you might get up to 160 for a split second, whereas at TT you'll be doing that for like 2 or 3 miles. You know, so they're the 2 main things. It's getting the brain up to the speed of just being that quick on a bike all the time.
With somebody like Peter Hickman, I mean, it was clear from very early on that he was pretty dialed in. Is that something that surprises you, that a rider who's never really done the roads as such can pick it up that quickly?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we had Peter did a brilliant job, and Josh the previous year. But I have to say, those 2 set themselves above the rest, you know, with their knowledge and with their commitment to it. You know, not only did they come over when we were there to bring them over, but they come over under their own steam, and they'd just do laps and laps and laps, and then onboard stuff, and then they go and speak to the likes of McGuinnesses and the Guy Martins of the world, and they just kept soaking up the information all the time. And then that showed as the event went on. You know, you can't beat knowledge when you're learning the TT course.
Do you think that is the key? It is literally circuit knowledge, putting the miles in day after day, and maybe even putting the miles in different weather conditions as well, to see where it's going to still be damp, see where the sections where it stays wet.
Yeah, it is. It's all about track time. It's all about knowledge of that track. And we always say, if practice is a bit damp or the bike's not handling too good, that doesn't matter. Every lap hasn't got to be quicker. It's track time, and that's what you need.
What do you think the classic TT's brought to the Isle of Man as a whole? It seems to have really taken off.
Yeah, it's taken off brilliantly. You know, it's what was needed. We needed to. You could see that it was working. It's popular with the crowd because of the TT, the way the TT's going to last 5 or 6 years, and then now we're going to transfer that to the classic TT, and it's crying out for a festival for classic bikes, and it just shows with all these TT riders. You know, at first we were thinking, well, will they want to ride these bikes or won't they? But yeah, they love it, and they can't get enough of it. So it just shows that, again, how much of a pull the TT course is to anybody who wants to race there.
I mean, I do a lot of the classic meetings around Britain, the mainland, sort of Donington Park Classic Festival, and it's surprising how many people are now turning to classic bikes away from mainstream racing. So it looks as though the TT's actually tapped into something quite good there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think this is the growing market, the post-classic type races. And I think it's where a lot of the future of a lot of riders, it's going to be. The bikes are still available, parts are still available. It's relatively cheap, and they're not quite as quick as the up-to-date new superbikes.
Well, let's hope for a great 2015. Johnny Barton, thank you very much.
Good man.